Today we're talking about exercise. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Diet is 85% of the picture, exercise is 15%, but you gotta do it, it's non-negotiable. So today I thought I would show you some of the things that I do for myself, what's really working for me. I work out 6 days a week, that's the goal. Doesn't always happen. But the goal is 6 days a week, and twice a week I'm doing this. I'm on the elliptical, and I'll do anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how hard I'm going. And I've got my television here, my DVR going, I've got my iPad loaded up with books, so I just keep myself entertained. So that's one of the things I do. Then a couple of times a week, I will run, not far, maybe 3 miles. And then if I have time, I'll walk 3 more or walk 2 more. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes of exercise. And then 2 more days I'll go to the gym. Sometimes I don't make it both days, but there will be weights involved. So I do some kind of weights. Very, very important for bone health, for your posture, for your core strength. Weights are so important. And then I do my own thing, a little bit of yoga. I taught yoga for years and years and years. I still teach a little bit and have a few private clients, but I don't do it as much. I kind of got a little burned out on it, but I still do my own thing. I don't go to yoga classes. I just have my own kind of flow that I do twice a week. I just kind of do it after, I've done my other exercise. So anyway, that's kind of what works for me. So I aim for 6 days a week. I'll probably make it 5 because there's always that one day that you don't get to it, or you don't feel good or whatever, and that's okay. Now, I was looking on here, the American College of Sports Medicine recommends 30 minutes of fairly intense aerobic activity 5 times a week. So I'm kind of within those parameters. The other thing that has been incredibly helpful to me, and this is very triggering for some people, but if it's not, then you should weigh yourself a couple times a week. It helps me a lot. It keeps you honest. It's unpleasant, but it keeps you on track. So I know that the numbers don't lie, and if my weight is drifting up a little bit, I need to really ramp up the exercise and take a look at what I'm eating, because again, it's mostly what you're eating that's going to be damaging to you, but you can't skip the exercise. So even though it doesn't contribute as much, it is an absolute necessity. So a great example of this, I was describing it to a client and I said, I've had people who were training for marathons who gained 10, 15, 20 pounds training for marathons because they were overeating way beyond what they were training. So say she goes out and does a 10-mile run, well, that's only burning around 1,000 calories, and you get more efficient the more well-trained you are. So maybe she's not even burning 1,000 calories, maybe she's only burning 800, which is paltry to think of all the effort that goes into running 10 miles. But then she's overeating by, say, a factor of 1,500 or 2,000 calories. So yes, there's going to be a net gain. So it's really, really important not to rely on exercise for all of your weight loss requirements. You've got to keep the diet in there. But I have, hundreds of videos on food. You can go back and look at any of those. But y'all were asking what works for me and what I'm doing for my exercise. So that's it, 6 times a week, 2 times an elliptical, 2 run walks, slow. I'm a slow runner. And then a couple times in the gym with weights. If I can't make it, then say one day it'll just be a walking day, just walk everywhere, running errands like in the city. And I'll get like 6,000 or 7,000 steps. It's an okay day, it's better than nothing. So that's pretty typical of what I do. That's what works for me. Share in the comments what works for you. And also on Instagram, I put up some kind of fun, more fitness-oriented things in my story. So check that out at TheCareAndFeedingOfDivas. And I have a couple of cute pictures up there from a yoga class I recently co-taught. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, y'all keep the questions and comments coming. And let me know what kind of videos you want to see more of. Do you want more fitness? Do you want a little yoga flow? I know you like the makeup and the anti-aging and the diet, so we'll definitely keep those going. But if you want to see more fitness, I'm happy to do it. All right, y'all stay as glamorous as you can stand to be.